race. The TCS New York City Marathon going to kick off in just a few hours.
And this marathon is the nation's largest and dealing with a lot of wind today. Thousands of runners out there getting ready to take on 26.2 miles. That race begins on Staten Island. It winds through all 5 boroughs and then finishes in Central Park. John Chandler is live at the start line in Fort Wadsworth, Staten Island. And John, I understand the organizers have actually made some switches at the starting line because of the wind, taking down some of the signage and things like that so they're not blowing around.
Yeah, they're trying to be careful, of course, with all of that. And, you know, there's a very blustery scene here on Staten Island at the start. And it's something that is going to affect the runners, not just here, but throughout this course as they wind through the 5 boroughs, particularly when they're going in the northern direction. That wind will be coming right into their face. It's going to be very difficult to handle. Now, we've been here since the wee hours of this morning. The runners are starting to filter in now. But in those wee hours, there were a couple of them that were huddled with us under trees trying to stay warm. A guy by the name of Paul Casillo spent some time with him this morning. Paul is running in his 11th New York Marathon here today. His 12th officially. He ran the year in 2012 when we didn't have this marathon, of course, because of Sandy. He decided to go out and run the 26.2 miles anyways because it's that big of a deal to him. How did he get started? Well, a few years back, it was just kind of an impulse.
And since the marathon was running in front of my building every year, and I just kept looking at it, and I told myself, heck, one day I got to do that thing and make something out of my life, right? And it's been 10 years, and I figured as long as I can still run a marathon, then that means that I'm still living a healthy lifestyle, you know.
We're going to stay warm. We're going to huddle up here until it's time to go. And then once you start running, your body warms up. So it'll be the winds. I think it'll be challenging, but the cold will be okay. It's not too bad.
And as you can see, a group of runners huddled under this tree where there is less of a chance that they're going to get affected by the wind. They're all kind of grouping together there where the wind is kind of blocked by the tree, trying to stay warm as they wait to make that march and filter down to the start here in Staten Island. So trying to stay warm out here for these runners. They are packed in layers. 3 to 4 is the ideal number, and then they'll shed them throughout the course as they warm up and get rolling through their 26.2 miles. I'm John Chandler live in Staten Island. Let's go back to you guys in the nice warm studios there at 30 Rock.
That really looks like a miserable way, though, to start the run when you're huddled up, your muscles are all cold, and right, John?
Yeah, I mean, you're trying to get warm. You're trying to stay warm because I think that's instinctive. Obviously, there's some other runners here who are trying to stay loose by walking around, pacing around, you know, trying to keep their blood flowing and keep their body moving, and you know, just kind of eager with that anticipation. Everybody seems to be handling it a little bit different, and we see a lot of blankets wrapped around guys and gals out here as well.
All right, John, so we'll check back in with you in a little bit. The NYP says its priority today, though, is keeping runners and spectators safe. 4,000 police officers will line the marathon route in uniform. There will be bomb-sniffing dogs. There will be undercover officers in the crowd. And the runners out there are being screened, their bags checked as well. The NYPD is working with the FBI and other agencies, and runners are noticing the heightened security.